Good. Hi guys, Dr. Nick here, and I'm here with one of my awesome patients, Kate Fitzgerald, and we are going to just have her tell a little bit about her experience in our office here. And she attended our workshop, ADHD and sensory workshop, and if you could just tell us a little bit about kind of your background, because you have a background in health. And
I do. I'm a nurse, and I also have a child with ADHD and anxiety disorder. I came to the workshop, I saw it as an ad on Facebook, and I thought, I don't know, this sounds interesting. I'm not opposed to trying new things, and obviously we all want to help our children. So I thought, why not? I'm going to go to the event and see if this is something that would work for us.
Mm-hmm.
So I attended the event, and a lot of the things that Dr. Nick was talking about really touched home and kind of made me really think about things that I haven't tried with Morgan or things that could possibly work with her. So I thought, you know what, I think I want to bring her in and see if this could help.
Cool. And what are some of the other things that you had tried with Morgan, other things that...
So we've tried a lot of things. We've been on, she's been on medication, which really helps with her schoolwork and focusing. But prior to that, we tried all of your alternative things, and we still incorporate all of that into our everyday treatment of her, like diet, making sure that she doesn't have high fructose corn syrup, making sure that there aren't artificial colors in her food is super important for kids with ADHD. And we've gone to therapists, so therapy. We even went to California to a medical specialist out there at the Amen Clinic, and they kind of taught us all of the things that we needed to do, supplements to really help her.
Yeah, and all that stuff makes a difference. And
Sure.
The cool thing about chiropractic is it's incorporating the neurology aspect of things, which ties into that too. So, well, after the workshop, if you could talk a little bit about Morgan and the rest of the gang too, like how like her progress from starting to where we are currently.
Okay, so we came in and we did the initial assessment, which we found kind of really fun. It was fun, interactive. Morgan got to learn about things. It was fun to link how some of her symptoms were then associated with regions in her spine. So I found that as a medical professional very interesting.
Yeah.
And it was enlightening to me to see how those different areas could really affect her overall health and how chiropractic care could come into play with that. So I was excited to get started.
Yeah.
We got started, and I noticed a difference in Morgan within, I would say, a couple of weeks. It was little changes. It used to be when I would pick her up after school, a lot of parents that have kids with ADHD, you'll notice that after a long day at school, you'll pick them up and you get the worst of your child. They're overwhelmed, they've been holding in all of those feelings all day, and they get home and they just lose it.
Yep.
So I noticed a change in her that stopped being the case. I would pick her up from school, she would jump in the car and she would have a smile on her face. And I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
That was amazing. That was such a positive change in our life. It helped all of us, everyone in the family. Another thing is she's very anxious, and that goes along with the ADHD. And she used to pick her fingers all the time, and the areas around her fingers would be infected. I noticed that her nails were growing.
Yeah.
And that none of the area around her fingers were infected anymore.
Yeah.
And so it was all those little changes that kind of came together. Her school report, everyone was saying how wonderful she was doing.
Yeah.
In tumbling class, things were clicking and she was moving up in her level faster than she ever has. So the only thing that we had changed is starting chiropractic care. So I knew that was definitely what was making these changes.
Sure. Awesome. Yeah, well, that is there anything else that...
Well, the whole family started coming as a result because we were seeing progress in Morgan. So it's not just for kids that are having difficulty with sensory or ADHD, My other daughter was having pain in her shoulder from swimming, and that's since resolved, and she's now enjoying swimming again,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
I've reduced the amount of headaches that I've had, so
Yeah.
we're all super happy and highly recommend trying it out.
Awesome. Yeah, well, thank you, Kate, for giving us this little testimonial. It really helps reach other patients, other people that could be helped as well. And we just thank you again.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome.